Hey, welcome back. This week we are exploring the reality that we live in an angry world, that there are all kinds of things that can bring you anxiety and anger and rage. And kind of my inspiration for doing it this week was the fact that it's election week in the United States. And no matter who wins, I have no idea who won or if anybody's been declared a winner yet. But no matter who it is, I know we're going to have a really angry country with 50% of the people. And as somebody young walking through this, it can create a lot of turmoil. It does in older people too, but it certainly can younger when you see angry adults all around and people dooming and glooming like the world's over. And so we don't want to do that. I have been walking through a few different ways that you can just look at scripture and not give in to anger, not give in to anxiety. We're going to do this really over a couple of weeks because it's such a powerful issue. But today I want to just really point out something to you that I don't know if you've thought about before, but it's a reality and it will be for the rest of your life. The reality is that people profit from stirring you up. People make money, people gain power, people profit by stirring you up. Think about this. Social media, it's very well known. First off, social media is a cancer to people. So that is getting more and more known. But what is very well known is that social media algorithms will prioritize things that make people mad because those things get viewed more, those things get shared more, those things get commented on more. So, if you post if you post a picture of your cute little cat, it'll get promoted some. But if you give some kind of angry rant or tirade, these things get super promoted. Why? Because the more views that social media gets on any particular thing, the longer you stay on, the angrier you get. And the more you stay on, the more they can feed you with advertising, the more data they can collect from you. So social media profits from stirring you up. News outlets absolutely profit from stirring you up. If you were to watch a 6 o'clock, 6:30 evening news, episode on TV, which the vast majority of young people don't do, and you're probably better off for it. I remember my son one day walking in and just sitting down and watching the news with me for like 15 minutes. And he was like, "Dad, this is so sad." And it was because essentially, 20, 25 minutes is angry, upsetting, bad news, and then like 3 minutes of some feel-good story. Why? Because news outlets profit from stirring you up, because the angrier you are, the more you'll keep watching, the more you keep watching, the more advertising they can sell. The beauty and fashion industry profits from stirring you up, making you feel like you're less than what you are. Fear of missing out. If you don't get this item or if you don't look this way, then you're going to be lesser than other people. They're profiting from stirring you up. Diet and health industry, the same way. It's really interesting how fads change, as far as clothing and body shape and all these things. And basically, there's always some kind of new promotion out there that if you don't do this thing, if you don't buy this thing, if you don't look this way, if you don't get this product, if you don't get this injection, then you are going to be lesser than, you're going to be left behind, you're going to have a terrible life. But I see this even in like test prep and academic anxiety. You think that the people who create the SAT, who also create SAT prep courses, yeah, they absolutely profit from telling you that if you don't score a certain amount on this test, then you're going to miss out for the rest of your life. They profit from stirring you up, making you angry, making you worried. Politicians, absolutely the same way. They profit and they rise to power by increasing people's fear. And so knowing this, what should be our response? Well, I think one of the responses, just simply from Proverbs 22, verse 24, says, "Do not make friends with a hot-tempered person. Do not associate with one who's easily angered, or you may learn their ways and get yourself ensnared." So Proverbs says, don't make friends with a hot-tempered person. Don't associate with one easily angered, or you may learn their ways and get ensnared. And I will take it one step further. Turn off the screen. Don't make friends. Don't give your time. Don't give your attention to whatever is on that screen that is trying to, as Proverbs says, ensnare you, make you easily angered, easily anxious, easily stirred up. because you become like what you spend time with. You become like those you associate with, whether it's in person or on a screen. And so just this is really simple. You don't have to give that screen your attention. You don't have to give that screen your time. In anything you're watching, a really good question, anything you're listening to, who's making money off of this? Like if I didn't pay money to be in here, then somebody is paying money for my attention. Who's making money off this, and what are they trying to bend and shape me towards? You don't have to do it. You don't have to ensnare yourself. Just that simple reminder that, hey, yeah, there's a lot of bad things in the world. I can't control most of those things, but the world is not near as doom and gloom as what it's presented to be, because people are trying to make money off of me. And so once you realize, they are trying to manipulate me, manipulate my emotions, make money off of me, then you have a little more control. So don't associate with people who are easily angered, and don't give your eyeballs and your ears the screen time to those who are trying to stir you up, trying to manipulate you, trying to wreck your life and take power and take money from you. So that, just realize that, put that into practice. You will be a much happier, simpler person. And over the next few days, let's talk about what will actually bring peace to your life. I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow.